What's up with it, y'all? Y'all hit the like, hit the sub, and comment as well. Polo Sports Talking ENT. Let's jump right into this thing. Now, as y'all know by now, if you don't know, Dr. Dre has been taking a lot of hit lately in terms of what appears to have taken place with his daughter. Um, you know, this situation right here. I mean, the media can put out so much to the public, yet we could know very little, if that makes any sense. Um, his oldest daughter has came out and basically said that she's homeless and not receiving any type of funding from her daughter. From I'm sorry about that, from her father, from Dr. Dre. And if those of y'all don't know, Dr. Dre is hip hop icon and legend. He's also well known for the headsets that he's made, the headsets and computers with Beats by Dre. He's a hip hop producer, all of that stuff, So there's some people you'll be surprised that don't know who Dr. Dre is. Now, his daughter right now is Latoya Johnson, and she's currently living out of a rental car and doing Uber Eats and DoorDash and working in a warehouse job to make ends meet. Um, and she said that she's tried to get in contact with her father, to receive help, and apparently she hasn't she okay. This is what went on. Quote: His lawyer said that my dad doesn't want to help me because I've spoken about him in the press. Quote, end quote. Quote: I feel like I'm damned if I do or damned if I don't. End quote. Now, she said that she hasn't seen her father in 18 years. Okay, and she moved from Las Vegas to California in hopes of finding a very a better job and everything, but due to her financial struggles she has fallen behind in her rental car payments and fears that she will lose the car soon. And Johnson is a single mother of four, said due to her current hardship, her four children are staying with friends as she tries to gain some stability. And her teenage children are well aware of who their grandfather is. And Johnson said that they can't believe that he won't help her or build any type of relationship. Uh, and this is what she also said. She said, "Quote: I'm just trying to compete. I'm sorry about that. Communicate with him and see if he wants to talk to his grandkids." End quote. And then she added on. She said, "Quote: My kids are old enough to know who he is. They are in shock that he doesn't want to have anything to do with them." End quote. Listen, the media puts a lot of stuff out there, that we have no idea about. Now, you see in hardships, and I put the link in here if anybody wants to come in or give their thoughts and opinion on this because I'm gonna talk about this for quite some time. You see this right here. Okay, you have I approach everything with three sides to every story. Okay, it's the side of the two people, which is two of them, and it's the truth. That's the next one. So three sides. either way, if I, because I'm a father of two daughters, and my daughters aren't that old right now, but if they were in that type of situation, I would do everything that I could to try to help them. For any of my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I got three kids. I'm not gonna speak for Dr. Dre, but I know if it was me and my daughter was out there and I had grandkids, I would do everything possible to try to help them. If Dr. Dre is doing this out of evil, and maybe something did not go well in the past, or if he really is mad that the fact that she talked to the media, then yeah, he needs to be held accountable. He should be, that, to me, not taking care of your responsibilities, I don't care what age it is, not taking care of your responsibilities and your obligation and taking care of your seeds, that to me is automatically, man, you should get flamed for that. I don't care what it is, man. Every relationship, man, they got they downfalls, but the fact that your daughter is doing everything that she can to try to help, and you're you're pretty much a billionaire. I mean, you don't have to, it's not like, you have to have the greatest relationship in the world with your daughter. We know that she's an adult. Things get rocky sometimes between parents and between kids, especially as they get older. They might have said things to each other behind the scenes that we have no clue about. They might have went at each other and said some hurtful things to the point where they don't speak to each other. Like you said, she didn't speak to him for 18 years, but that still is no excuse for you not to help your grandkids, especially. And your grandkids are teenagers, you know what I'm saying? So they know who you are and they know what's going on. They're able to pick up on things. They're not stupid. These ain't, little babies or anything like that. But even then, even little kids, adolescents, they pick up on stuff. And I'm just saying, if Dr. Dre is doing this out of anger or something like that, for her speaking to the media, or whatever the case is. I mean, don't hold grudges, man. When you hold grudges, you're holding yourself back. Holding grudges holds yourself back, man. And we, like I said, we don't know the situation. We don't know the severity of what maybe caused all of this, and we don't know if Dr. Dre has tried to even help her in the past, and maybe he felt like she was taking advantage of him or something like that. It could be a situation like that, because the only thing you're seeing is that she's working for DoorDash, Uber Eats, and she's working for, at a warehouse job and everything. But we're not seeing that. Okay, she might have went to him and asked for thousands of dollars, or probably never paid him back or something like that. So it's two sides to every story. Dr. Dre isn't saying anything. He's quiet. He hasn't spoken anything. And plus, on top of that, man, Dr. Dre still has to pay 30,000. I'm sorry about that. 300,000 a month in $300,000 a month in spousal support to his ex-wife, or soon to be ex-wife, if not already. So we have to look at that sort of thing. Me personally, I'm gonna go help her out. I'm gonna go help her out regardless, because I don't want to see her struggling. That's my seed. That's that's my offspring. I'm gonna do everything possible if it's a life or death situation, because this is a life or death situation right here. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's a livelihood or death situation because she's doing everything that she can. How do you don't know? How you don't know that she? Because on top of that, she's homeless, but we don't know what she may have done to put herself in that situation either. Though we have to look at that too. But either way, man, take her up under your wing or do something. But you do gotta sometimes with family, they'll do a lot of stuff to you and they'll take advantage of you and they don't know the whole story behind the reason why that person may not help you again. She probably said, okay, hey, look, hey, can I borrow $50,000 or something like that? And then she probably did something else with the money. It probably could have been a situation like that. And now Dr. Dre's feeling used, and you never paid him back, or you took advantage of him or something like that. But at the same token, she's saying everything. She said that she hadn't talked to him in 18 years. 18 years is a long time. I mean, she's 30. Now, some people said that one article said she's 35, the other said that she's 38. But either way, she she's a grown enough to know that's a long time not to go speaking with her father. Dr. Dre, I can't sit here and judge him because he was in the hospital for a little bit. He was in the hospital for a little bit, and Dr. Dre doesn't have the most uh, decent past. If you've known about him, at least that's what the media has put out there. He's had somewhat of a checkered past and stuff, and with his marriages and with women and all of this stuff. But you need to get beyond that now. You have your child out there who's struggling, who pretty much everybody knows about, and now it's kind of like, what are you gonna do next? What's your next move? And really, all of this can be handled behind the scenes. I kind of feel Dre a little bit for not even saying nothing about the situation or whatnot, because like I said, we don't know. Like a lot of women too are very manipulative, and they'll try to. Look, I ain't take like I said, I'm not taking nobody's side because, like I said, we don't know the severity of what might have taken place. When they were behind the scenes or whatnot. It might have been a situation where he tried to help some people out that was affiliate that were cool with her or whatnot, and they took advantage of him. There might have been some abuse involved. We don't know what it is. You don't know what these people. All you see is, okay, yeah, I'm struggling, I'm homeless, I, I'm working for DoorDash, I'm working for Uber, or anything like that. But really, if you really that strong will and everything, then you should just keep on pressing on. If nobody's gonna help you, man, don't sit there and cry out for sympathy neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be a millionaire. I mean, they could be a millionaire or a billionaire. If 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 I ask you one time for help and you don't do it, hey, that's your indication that you don't want to help. I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna beg you. And she shouldn't either. She doing she doing whatever she can. At least that's what it says. At least that's what's being reported. She doing everything that she can to try to make ends meet. That's what's being reported at least. But if Dr. Dre is doing this out of anger, or he's doing this because to say, okay, yeah, take that or something like that, that's wrong. Because you're supposed to help your kids, no matter what you go through. Man, there's been plenty of times when me and Mom Dukes, we didn't have the greatest, we didn't have like the greatest relationship, uh not the greatest relationship, but we didn't see eye to eye on some things, but I, if my mom needs me, guess what? I'm gonna do everything I can to help her. If 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 I need if I need her help, I'm pretty sure that she's gonna do everything she can to try to help me. And it's the same thing with any child, parent or child relationship. And for those of you that don't have kids, it's not just kids. It could be with a family member. They might be telling everybody all this stuff, saying that, oh yeah, well, such and such won't help me and won't do this and won't do that. Go back in time and figure out what you did to possibly either hurt that person or damage the relationship between you. And I'm not trying to make this no come to Jesus meeting, or no intervention, or be philosophical about the whole situation. But we have to dive in deep to see what's going on. If there was some more details on the story, if I knew, like, okay, he he gave her a lot of money and she didn't give it back, okay, that right there can be taken into account. Or let's say that let's say that he's tried to reach out to her before and she chose not to even speak to him. Well, then I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if she hasn't done anything wrong, they might have had a few quarrels here and there, or go at each other here and there. But at the same token, she she's still his daughter. Then he has to help her, and he needs to be held accountable for that. He needs to be held accountable for that. I don't know what exactly what she's done over the course of her life. And this is my other thing too. Where are the fathers of the children that she has? Because she's got four kids. That's and if they're by different men, they're supposed to be helping too. So I can understand what Dre would probably be saying in that instance. Dr. Dre, he was helping her financially, from my understanding, but he stopped helping her in January of 2020 because she had spoken in the media about him. So look, this situation right here, that they're gonna have to come together, and they're gonna have to get some stuff out on the table. That's a relationship that should not, it's not going to be handled through no media, through TV, through no social media or anything like that. This is something that they're going to have to dive into and come to grips with. Dr. Dre, he's he's been going through a lot lately. He's really getting it. I mean, from you got the situation with the ex-wife, then he was in the hospital. Now this situation right here with his daughter, then the stuff in the past about him, abusing women and all of this stuff, man. Or domestic violence, I should say. But we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully they'll be able to mend this situation. Money's not gonna mend it though. Money that he could continue giving her money, but that's not gonna repair the damage. And really, if that's what you're going to the media about it, and if they're making this a big deal just about money, man, all of this can be handled over a drink or over over dinner or something like that. This doesn't have to be all out there like that. But people are gonna take it, they're gonna run with it. That's just what they're gonna do. But y'all guys tell me what you think. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, comment, also sub to the channel if you're not a member of Polo Sports Talking ENT. I'm bringing content all the time, daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until then, Polo Sports Talking ENT, man. I'll get at y'all later.